Hello and welcome back to another PSP workout class. So I am Kyle, fitness and sport instructor here at Garrison Petawawa. Today I will be taking you through a full body strength workout. Before we get into more of those details though, a quick reminder, that disclaimer at the start of the video or down in the description. Please take a read through it. If not, very quick refresher. All it is saying is basically this class is intended for members of the Canadian Armed Forces. If you are not, you are taking your own risk at participating and following along with the class. We highly recommend, if you are not, to perform that Get Active questionnaire to make sure you are in a well enough state to be performing this class. On the other side, if you are a member of the Canadian Armed Forces and you do get injured during the class, you can fill out a CF98 to report that. With that being said, music, I won't have any in the class today due to copyright issues, so go ahead, play your own at your own leisure if you wish. As well, if you do like the video, give it that thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. That way you'll see more from us when we do put more out. So, in terms of the workout today, all you need really is a weight. So if you have access to dumbbells, great. If not, just find something to act as a weight. Try for 20 to 30 pounds. If not, again, any weight will make do. Because we are going for strength, you want it to be kind of on that heavier side. The only other thing you'll really need is just a space on the floor. Just a nice, decent amount of space around you. With that, the workout, as I mentioned, full body strength. So, the way it's going to work is we're doing 4 rounds, 1.5 minute rest after each round. So, we will do our floor press, for instance, and go right to the bent over row. You then take a 1.5 rest, and then we do it 3 more times. So we'll work through our 1, our 2, our 3, and then our 4. So to get showing those exercises, the first one is your floor press. So for that one, you're down on the ground, arms start straight up with that weight, feet can be flat on the floor or straight out, whatever you prefer. And then from there, just lower on down, push it back up. You're going for your 10 reps for this one. As soon as you finish those 10, we set them on down, hop on up for our bent over row. So we're going one arm at a time here, help work the core a little bit. Bend on over to about a 45-degree angle, and then from there, you're just gonna row it on up. So there's 2 options you can do with your row. You can go palm face in towards your body, elbow goes out wide when you pull it up, or you can go palm faces into the middle, elbow stays narrow when you pull it up. Big thing here is you want to stay nice and perpendicular looking at that floor. So when you're rowing, you're pulling those shoulder blades together. You're not rotating the back at all, okay? So we'll do 15 on one side, 15 on the other. After that, our second group, we start with the Goblet Squat. So for that one, feet hip width, maybe a little wider, whatever's comfortable for you for a squat. Holding that weight straight at the chest. Head on down, back up. You're going for 12. So with this one, really watch those knees, making sure you're pushing them out at all times as you go up and down. Trying to keep that chest head a little bit upright. You don't want to be rounding your back as you're going up and down, okay? And then your one leg Romanian deadlift. So for that one, both weights, you will need some balance for this one. So what you're going to do, you're going to start with those weights down at the thighs. You're going to have one foot ready to lift off the ground. You're going to slowly lower on down, pull yourself back up. So here, it's all movement at the hips. So you're hinging at those hips, pushing that bum behind you, lowering down, back up. If you're struggling with this one, in terms of balance, an option for you is to just kick the leg that you would be lifting out behind, up on the toes, and going through that same motion. Okay? So again, that back should stay nice and flat. You'll probably travel just past the knee for this one before you kind of reach that end point, and then squeeze those glutes, lift yourself back up. So it's 10 on one side, 10 on the other. Then, group 3, we have our hammer curl for 15 reps. So with that, you have your weights in your hand, palm face in to the center, and all you're doing pulling them up to the shoulders, slow controlled lower back down, okay? So that's your hammer curl. Trying not to sway the body, keeping all the movement with the biceps. And then number 3B, our skull crusher. You're back down on the floor. You're taking those weights up overhead. I find it best if you have one part facing you. It should be about over the shoulders. All you're doing, lowering down, push back up. Trying to pretty much get that weight to the shoulder, push it back up. What you want to do is keep the upper arm, so your bicep tricep area, in a one position. So elbow is your pivot point, and that's the only place movement is occurring. All right. And then our fourth one, just the one exercise, is a dumbbell burpee. So for that one, you start standing with your dumbbells in your hand, squat, kind of head on down to the floor, put them down, kick it out, bring it back up, stand on up. All right. So you're just going up and down for this one. If by chance it's a little too intense for you, you head on down, nice and slow, step back, slow, step it forward. Those are your main exercises for the workout today. What we'll do now is we'll go ahead and get you warmed up, and then we're going to get started with the workout. So just let me clear my space a little bit. All right, so for our warm-up, getting started on this, just start jogging on the spot. Trying to get that heart rate up a little bit, the body increasing its temperature. Keep it going on that jog. We're gonna go a few more seconds with it still. All right, so you can keep the jog if you wish. You go for a butt kick. Otherwise, you can slow the jog down and just go for a normal butt kick right now. Try to pull that heel right to the bum. And we're going to give those legs a quick little rest here. We'll go to the arms, just swing them out in front. And we're going to go up and down. All right, give those arms a quick little rest as well. Back to the legs. We're going to go for some high knees. So you can go back to a jog, or you can just do it more stationary. Just lift that knee up nice and high. If you wish, you can add in a little hug. So pulling that knee up into the chest. flexing those legs. We're gonna go kind of combined leg and arm one next. So standing stationary, if you have the space, you can walk across as you do this one. Otherwise, you can stay in one place. Just opposite hand to opposite foot. Trying to keep a nice tall back. You're not hunching forward to help hit the toe. If you can't touch the toe, don't worry. Just try your best. I'm trying to keep that leg straight as you can. We're going to go 2 more each side. 1, 2, and 2. All right. So next one, you're going to go head down on the ground, go for some push-ups. So it doesn't need to be fast, and if you want to make it easier, you can head and go from the knees. So we're just going to go for 10 push-ups. Get those hands positioned under those shoulders, nice and tight, and go for 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Still down on the ground. We're going to go for bird dog next. So you're starting on all fours. From there, you're going to take right hand or left, just as long as you do one hand in the opposite side foot. Get that arm straight out, up to the ear. Push that heel straight behind you. Keep alternating sides. Nice and slow at your own pace. As you're doing this, trying to keep those hips stable. Very little sway in them. And we're going to keep going. We'll go 2 more each side. So 1, 2, and 2. All right. Come on up. Give a little shake if you need to. We're going to head back up to standing. So next one. To get you ready for some of our deadlifts, we're just going to go for a little hand slide. So hands are just going to rest on those slides, slight bend in the knees, push that bum back, let the hands slide down to about the knees, squeeze, pull it back up. I'm saying to about the knees because that's probably about the point at which you may start to round your back. So you want to keep that back nice and flat, push that bum out behind, and then squeeze it to help lift you back up. We're going to go for 10 if you've been counting. That's my 6th there. 9 and 10. All right. So next one for some of our squats. Just head on down, or get those feet ready first. Nice position. And then head on down for 10 squats. Nice and slow. Try to focus on keeping that chest head more upright. You just don't want to be way down like that. You want to still be able to see in front of you. 5, I believe, for me. 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. One last one that I can think of for our warm-up right now is for our back. Get that ready. So we're just going to hold arms straight out, shoulder height, pull those elbows back, squeeze those shoulder blades together, slowly push it back forward, and go again. We're going for 10 at your own pace, but slow. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Forward and relax it on down. All right, I think that's everything I wanted to do for our warm-up. Make sure, yes. So, quick minute, drink of water if you need it, get your weights all set up, and then we'll get started with the main workout. So finishing up that quick little rest, getting those weights all ready, we're starting down on the ground with that floor press. So you can get your weights all set, head down to the floor. So we're going for 10 of those floor presses, and then heading up and going straight to the row for 15 aside. So head on down, get those weights on up. 10 floor press, we're getting started. Try to really squeeze and hold at the top. Nice, slow and controlled lower. Your arm should just barely touch the floor, and then you reverse the motion. And 10. Safely get on up. We're going for 15 rows aside. So bend on over. Arm that you're not using if you wish to hold on the back, hanging out to the side, whatever's most comfortable for you. Nine, 10, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Switch it other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, nice little good minute and a bit rest maybe. All right, so during the rest, walk around a little bit if you need to, little drink of water. You can slowly get on back down on the floor because we're back to the floor press. You get some nice rest with this workout. So it's a few less exercises. Hopefully it goes well for time. I may cut it down to just about a minute of rest even, just to make sure. If you do feel you need more of a rest at any point, just hit the pause button, take a little longer time. Nothing more than an extra minute though, and then unpause when you're ready. All right, we're going to be going in about 15 seconds. So if you're not down on the floor, you can get down. Hammer going 3, 2, 1. Head on down and go. And I just realized I did 12, not 10. That's okay. Come on up for your bent over row. Try to go same side order as last time. Get that bend and go for your row. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, quick little break here. Again, a minute, maybe a tad longer for you. Head back down to the ground. So, an option for the next 2 rounds for your floor press. If you're going palms facing towards the toes, for instance, you can always rotate, go palms face into the center or at a 45-degree angle. So you can switch up your grip for the last 2 sets, whatever you prefer. Keep it the same throughout the set though. And we're gonna go in about 20 seconds. And we're going in 3, 2, 1. Back down on the floor for that floor press. Again, change those hands if you wish. And 10. Down. And head on up for our bent over row again. All right, bend over. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, and 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, get that good minute or so here again. Hopefully you're finding it a little bit of a challenge with the weight you've chosen. If not, that just means if you do this again, you can increase your weight. If you're finding it good enough, keep it going. We got one more round of the floor press and bent over row before we move on to the next ones. And we got about 30 seconds before we head back for that last round. Make sure that breathing's under control. Nice big deep breaths. All right, 10 seconds. I'm gonna head on down. 3, 2, 1, and go. Did more than 10 again, that's okay. Bent over row. Side. And when you're ready, get started. 5, 6, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15. 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, and 15. All right, weight down, take a little breather, little rest. So I'll give you a good minute and a half for this one before we move on to that Goblet Squat one leg deadlift. So good time for some water. Catch the breath, a little walk around if you need to. So for that Goblet Squat, you just need your one weight, but you'll need both, preferably for our one leg deadlift. Still got a minute. So don't forget, when you're going for that squat here, feet nice hip width apart, try to keep those toes pointed fairly straight ahead. Keep those knees turned out, head on down, and squeeze that glutes, help lift yourself back up. About 30 seconds. Again, get the breathing under control as best you can before we get started. And we're going in about 10 seconds. So if you go down, get that weight up in those hands, nice ready position. Going in 2, 1, and go. Going down for 12. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, so try for 2 weights, weight in each hand if you can. I forgot to give an option in the beginning. If it's too much, you can always just go to 1 weight in both hands, okay? So either option for your weight. Again, if a weight is still too much, just go without. So we're going for that one leg deadlift. Start, weights down at the thighs, slowly bend on forward, pulling that foot up as best you can. You're going for 10 a side. And this is my bad ankle. So I'm gonna go no weights for this side. Again, you're trying to keep that back nice and flat. Push that bum behind you. Ten on one side, 10 on the other. If by chance you're struggling like me, don't forget that option. You can kick the 1 foot back that you're supposed to be lifting and keep it on the floor. The big thing here is you're pushing that bum behind you, trying to keep that back as flat as possible. Nine and 10. So, quick little 1 minute rest there. And then we're going again with that squat. It's been a while since I've done those one-legged ones, so I'm a little rusty on them. Like I mentioned, no weight is fine, and if you need to go in the supported version, that is fine as well. About 30 seconds, we're going for that squat again. And we'll go in 5, 3, 2, 1, down for 12 squats. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, back to that one leg deadlift. Balance on one leg, the other is lifted behind you or there for a little more balance. Down for 10. 9, and 10. All right, switch it. Again, do whatever is best for you. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Little rest. 1 minute about. We got 2 more rounds of that one. So again, trying to watch that back for that one leg deadlift. You want to keep it fairly flat. You shouldn't be rounding to get further down. It's not about going to the floor, it's about your form. So much space this way, I think, don't I? All right, about 30 seconds, we're going again. Round 3, we're getting there. We're almost there. All right, about 10 seconds. And we're going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then for that one leg deadlift. However you need to. Down for 10 each side. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, minute. Then we got one more round. Ooh. If you're feeling it in the back after those one leg deadlifts, it might mean you're using it too much. So that would be you're ramping that back more than hinging from the hips. So just try to pay attention to that. If you're really struggling, you can always reach out, contact one of your local fitness instructors for a little more one-on-one assessment and feedback on that. We're going to be going in about 20 seconds. This will be our last round. So last time you're squatting. And get that weight on up. Going in 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right. And that one leg deadlift. For my bad ankle, I'm going to go with no weight this time. So 10 aside. Trying to lift that heel up, straight behind you. Still can't do it. Eight, 9, and 10. Switching your sides when you hit that 10. 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoop. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Weight on down. Take a good 1.5 minute break. Nice little rest. Drink of water. The next set of exercises we don't have to do per side, so it'll go a little faster, which is nice. And they're a bit easier to perform. So that hammer curl, your palms would be facing in towards each other with your weight. Bring it on up to those shoulders, back on down. Trying not to get a big sway in the body. You don't want to be using momentum, you just want to be using those bicep muscles to help pull it on up. If you wish, a little bit of extra flexion, so pulling the elbows up a little bit is completely fine, helps give a little more. And then for that skull crusher down on the ground, those weights are starting over those shoulders, down pretty much right beside the forehead, back up. We're going to be going in about 10 seconds. And we're going for 15 reps. We're going to go 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, down on the floor for that skull crusher. So, weights in those hands, get them on up. Trying to keep those arms above the shoulders to start. Elbows are your pivot point, head on down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If by chance you're finding it too hard with 2 weights, go to 1 between both hands, and then same thing. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, minute and a bit break maybe. So hopefully you had no issues with those skull crushers. Really make sure you have that good grip on them. As I mentioned, if you're doing 2 weights and you find it too intense, it's too heavy, or you're struggling a bit, switch to 1 weight between both hands. That way you get a little more control. Just really watch, because you will be closer to the forehead and the head with those weights this time. Standing back up, we're going for that hammer curl. Get those biceps again. About 30 seconds still though. All right, about 10 seconds. Weights on up. Ready for that curl. And we're going in 3, 2, 1 for 15. Ten, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Back down to the floor for that skull crusher. So arms on up. And when you're ready, go for 15. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch it to 1. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. Little rest again. That was round 2. You got 2 more rounds of that, and then just our final exercise. Hopefully you're doing okay. You're not finding it too intense. I also hope you haven't dropped a weight on you yet. That's a big thing. If by chance you do drop a weight on yourself and you are a CAC member, CF 9810 please. Going in about 20 seconds, back to that hammer curl. And 10 seconds. And we'll go 3, 2, 1, and go. Round 3. Try to give a quick little squeeze and hold at the top. Ten, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ooh, starting to burn. Down, skull crusher. Again, try for 2 if you can. I'll probably have to switch partway through again. That is fine. Get them on up and lower on down. Again, trying to keep the elbows in the same position the whole time. All the movement is bending at the elbow. 6, 7, 8. That's it. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. One last round. I'm going to give you just over a minute for this rest. Just the muscles, I know for me, are starting to feel it. So we have one more round of that hammer curl and skull crusher, and then we go to our last one. We're doing great. Just keep it up. As I mentioned earlier, if you need a longer break, hit the pause button. Take a little bit of a longer break, that's okay. So, a little bit more time here still. We got about 30 seconds. It's our last round for these. In 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And hammer curl again. Last time. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. That's all I'm getting. Keep going for 2 more. All right, hopefully you hit that 15 for the hammer curl. Head down for our last skull crusher. Weights on up and bring it on down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and that's it for 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's way more than I needed to do. All right, little rest. A good minute and a half. And then we're going to that dumbbell burpee. So, that dumbbell burpee, don't forget, You don't have to do a jump, you don't have to do a push-up. Just try to be as fast as you can through the movement. Even if that means doing 1 foot at a time, that's fine. Just whatever is gonna work best for you. Take some time though. Still got some recovery here. So a little rest, little walk around. Try to be on a bit of an angle so you can see me. This way. Push the mat off to the side. So, we got about 30 seconds. Might give a little longer still. So, at any point, if you feel you need to not use the dumbbells, that's fine. You can just pretty much do a burpee at that point. That's completely acceptable. If you want to do like 6 reps with, 6 without, you're still going through the same movement, the same exercise, just a little less weight. It'll still give you a benefit. So, we're going to be going in about 10 seconds. Just 12 of them, then you get another good minute and a bit, minute to minute and a half, and 4 rounds, then we're done. We're gonna be going in 5 seconds. So, weights in those hands, 3, 2, 1, little squat down, dumbbells down, kick it out, back on up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, set those weights down. Good minute at least rest. So if you found it a little easy, you want to add that push-up in, go right ahead, that's fine. If you still found it a little challenging and you were hopping back with those feet like I was, what you can do this time, just step it back, step it forward, stand up, okay? Little modifications like that, adjust as you need to. Still got about 30 seconds of rest. So this time, I might do more the walkout version, take it a little slower. Gonna be going in about 10 seconds. Nice big deep breaths before we go. And squat on down, pick up those weights, and we're going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, almost there, 10, 11, 12. Down. Again, a minute and a bit rest. You may notice it's a little slower, doing more of that walkout version. completely fine. So if you're going faster, that just means you get a little longer break. Try to get breathing, heart rate slow a little bit. Try to go in through the nose for your inhale, exhale through the mouth. Got 2 more rounds. Again, go without the weight if you need to. We're going to go in about 20 seconds. In 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. If you don't have the weights, get them. And go for 12 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. Another rest. We're almost there. One more round. So pay attention, especially for this last round. When you're going up and down, you want to make sure, especially more on the way up, when you come back up, feet are up, you want to make sure you're using the legs and the lower body to lift that weight up, not your back. So you still want to be nice and low. You don't want to pull those feet up, be pretty much standing, grabbing that weight and using the back. You want to stay low and stand up with the weight. That way, you're going to protect your back, less injury. Especially as you get tired, you're going to want to take the easiest way, and that means being standing upright almost right away. But that it will ruin your back. Put 30 more seconds, one more round. All right, last round. We're going to be going in 10 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. Good work. Take a walk around. Drink of water. Catch that breath. Okay, so as I said, Little walk around, some water. Control that breathing. In through the nose, out through the mouth. If you're having a hard time, catch your breath. Whatever comes natural. Probably a little lean forward. That's fine. Go ahead. As you're feeling a little lower with your breathing, heart rate, more water, a little more walk around. While you're doing that, I'm going to put my stuff to the side, pull my mat out for our stretch. All right. So a few more seconds for you, and then we'll go for a little stretch. As I said, a little walk around is fine. Just keep moving a little bit. If you need more time before you actually stretch, follow along with the stretch. Again, hit that pause button. Take more time if you need it. All right, so start for a stretch. Head up to a solid surface, doorway, wall, whatever you have available. One arm out on it, turn, rotate away. Try to keep it at shoulder height. Keep that chest facing straight ahead. Feet, hip, same direction. Nice and tall, big deep breaths. If you're not feeling it, stretch much across the chest and shoulder a bit. Try to rotate a little more. If there should just be a discomfort, there should be no pain. All right. Slowly relax it down, switch and change to the other side. Same thing, arm on up, looking away. A little extra rotation with that chest if you need to. Good time, focus on that breathing. Big, deep breaths. And relax it on down. Next one, for your back. Give yourself a big hug. Stretch those fingers far across the back as you can. Help pull those shoulders forward a bit. Separating those shoulder blades. A little bit of a stretch for the back there. Still focusing on that breathing as well. Relax it on down. Next one, while we're still standing here, we'll go for our triceps. So take one arm, lift it on up overhead, rest it behind, take the other hand, applying gentle pressure on that shoulder, on that elbow, just to help hold it in place. Hopefully you feel a stretch down the front of the arm into the armpit. Relax those arms on down, give it a little roll or shake if you need to, and then switch to the other side. Relax it on down. One last one standing, our quads. So use something for balance if you need to. You're gonna pull a heel on up to the bum, trying to keep those knees together. Squeeze the glutes, help push the hips forward, increase that stretch in that quad. The leg you're not stretching right now should have a soft knee, so a bend in it. slowly relax it on down. Switch it around to the other side. And relax it on down. Can head on down to the floor. We're gonna do a couple more down here. So the first one, because that one leg deadlift, we're gonna go for a hamstring stretch. So stretch one leg on out, bring that other foot on in. Do your best, reach on forward, trying to touch those toes. Slowly relax it on back. Switch it around to the other side. Again, it's okay if you can't reach your toes. Just let the hands fall on the shin wherever they may land. And relax it on back. Two last ones. We're gonna do our glute next. So a couple options for you. First one, crossing that knee, hugging, pulling it in. The other option is you can drop the knee on down, pull the opposite one up, keeping that head relaxed on the ground though. Either option, holding it. And slowly relax on down. Switch your sides. Again, either option, but using the same way you did for the previous side. Give it a stretch and hold. And slowly relax it on down. And we're gonna flip it over for one last one. We're gonna go for our child's pose. So sit on back on those heels, stretch those arms out nice and far in front. Trying to sit on those heels. Slowly walk the hands to the left a little bit. Help feel the stretch down the right side. Walk the hands back to your center. And then walk them to your right. Feeling the stretch down the left. Walk the hands back to your center and come on up. So if there's any other stretches you want to do, go ahead, I'm all done for the class for you. So I hope you enjoyed your full body strength. Kept it kind of simple with just a few exercises, but hit some upper, hit some lower, hit some arms, and then one last little final finisher for a bit of a more whole body movement. So I hope you felt it was a great workout. Hopefully you found it, got your heart rate up, got you moving, got those muscles working. Don't forget, if you by chance are a member of the Canadian Armed Forces and you were injured, fill out your CF98 for this class. Lastly is, if you did like the class, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. That way you'll know and see more of these videos as we publish them for you. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed your day, your class, and again, from Petawawa, I'm Kyle. Have a great day.